everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Paris, and I'm the author of the Mageye trilogy. Book 1's release date is to be announced. However, I can promise you guys it's coming out in 2022, and you'll be able to gift it to friends for Christmas if you so desire. Is that a hint in the release date? I don't know. I'll leave that for you guys to decide. In today's video, I'm going to be introducing the Mageye for you guys. I'm going to be reading the synopsis, going through a bit of a character intro for my cast, and telling you what exactly Mageye are, and telling you what to expect from me and the Mageye going forward. Before I begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have an Instagram account as well. The handle on there is the same as it is on here, Paris and her books, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you are interested in hearing more about the Mageye, because starting in May, I'm going to be dropping some more spoilers, more hints, and fingers crossed, maybe, hopefully announcing the release date. I am not 100% certain about that yet, but I'm really hoping for it to be sometime in May. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely check it out because no matter what happens, you're going to be getting more spoilers and updates starting in May. Now, to begin with, let's read the synopsis. The synopsis I'm reading you guys right now is a bit of a behind-the-scenes synopsis because I'm planning on updating it a little more before I publish. So when you actually hold the copy of the book in your hands, it will look a little different. So this is my behind-the-scenes synopsis. While out strawberry picking for her mom, 15-year-old Rose Crawford trips and cuts her leg. To her shock and horror, the wound heals before her eyes. She must be dreaming, right? The next day, Rose comes home to find that her house has been burnt to the ground and her family is nowhere to be found. All that is left behind is a note addressed to the girl with the magical green eyes and signed by a ragged X. After finding a trail of glowing X's just like the signature, Rose sets off on her own to find her family. Soon, she stumbles across a boy a few years older than her who is talking about magical eyes, evil wolves, and a group of people called Volcaniacs. Rose convinces the boy to help her, and the two of them set off to find her family, if they are still alive. They soon find out that the Volcaniacs are much stronger than they had feared, and that people like them, the Mageye, may no longer be safe. Will Rose be able to find and save her family in time, or will the wolves catch her first? And what do her eyes and newfound power have to do with all of this? So, that is the synopsis. It is, as you guys can tell, the story follows 15-year-old Rose, and so she trips and she cuts her leg and she discovers that she has healing powers. Now, the problem with this is that black magic is actually illegal in her country, which brings us to the first little spoilery hint. I have never before announced the name of the country, and I'm going to be doing it today. Rose is from a country called Alvarada. Alvarada has a very special meaning in my heart. It is a word I have invented myself, and it means dearly loved firstborn. Now, the reason behind this name is because I have written Mageye is actually the third story I've written, but it's the first one where I do world building. So Alvarada is really and truly my firstborn, and it's dearly loved. It combines two other words together, which I am probably going to butcher the pronunciation, but we're just going to go with it anyway. Alverna, which means the one dearly loved, and then Ada, not quite sure how to pronounce it, means firstborn. So when I combine the two together to Alvarada, it means dearly loved firstborn. So that's the introduction to where Rose is from, and now let's talk a little bit more about the rest of the character cast as well as her family. Rose herself has green eyes. Her eyes are peridot green, which is very important. It's a very important aspect to the story. I'll be explaining why a little bit later in the video when I tell you guys what Mageye are. But for now, she has peridot green eyes, and she is the youngest of 4 kids. Rose has 3 older brothers. Raymond is 19. He's very mature. He is training to become a member of the Royal Guard, and he is very protective of his younger siblings. Now, part of the reason for this is because when Raymond was 7, his father died. And Rose was 2 at the time, the twins were 5. And when his father passed away, one of the last things he told Raymond was, "You're in charge of the family now, and you're going to be the man of the house. You have to protect your mom and siblings." So Raymond has always been very protective of his siblings because of this. And growing up with that as an example, all four siblings are very protective of each other as well as their mom. Their mom's name is Cecilia Crawford. She is so much fun to write. I have put a lot of hard work into her. I really hope she pops off the page in the way that I hope and have been aiming for her to be. She is an amazing woman. She's very kind, very loving, and she's very fiercely protective of her children. And there she has two more kids to introduce. We have the twins, Ren and Ryder. They are both 17 years old. Ren Crawford actually has the first line of the novel. And his first line is hopefully gonna catch your attention as much as it caught my editor's attention. Can't tell you guys what it is, but it was very Ren of him to say. And finally, we have Ryder. Ryder is also 17, he's a twin, and the twins are actually pretty much identical. There is a 1-inch height difference, and their hair is slightly different lengths. Other than that, they're identical. And Ryder is an artist, and the first thing we actually see him drawing is an eye. Now, at the time, to him, it doesn't mean anything. To the story, it means something very big. A little more about that later because I have one more very exciting character to introduce, my favorite character, Miles. Miles is 18 and he is also a Magi. He is the mysterious boy Rose stumbles across in the woods. Now, I have a couple. Miles is honestly a hard character for me to talk about because there are so many secret aspects to him. So while I can tell you guys some about him, there are several things I have to keep secret. One of them being his last name. I have actually never mentioned Miles' last name before. The reason for this is his last name has a significant plot twist contained with it. So for now, we're just gonna call him Miles, just straight Miles. And he is a Magi. He has purple eyes, and you might be wondering what power you can associate with purple eyes, and that power is electricity. Miles has electric purple eyes, and his power at the very baseline of it is he can teleport. He does that by creating a purple orb of electricity around himself and snapping it. Now, in his own words, he has quite a few other tricks up his sleeve that you guys will be finding out later in the story. But for now, Miles is my teleporting character, which honestly saves him and Rose quite a few times. Without him, they might not have made it to the place where they're supposed to be. Now, what exactly are Magi? So, before we dive deeper into what they are, I'm going to go over the spelling of it for you guys. Magi, when you typically hear it, is spelled M-A-G-I. And while I don't know the exact definition offhand, I think of witches and warlocks, etc. when I hear the word Magi. Now, the Magi in my book is spelled different and they are different. It's M-A-G-E-Y-E. It's quite literally magic and I smashed together. Now, Magi get their name because of their magic and their eye color. Their powers are shown through their eyes. So everybody's eye color is linked to their power. As I mentioned before, Rose has peridot green eyes. I associate green with nature and healing, so that is why Rose has green eyes. Miles, on the other hand, has purple eyes, and the orb he creates, the lightning he creates, is purple. So it's all a direct reflection of his power. There are quite a few other Magi, and while I can't tell you much about them, I can tell you that all of their eyes correspond with their powers. A little bit of a hint, we have somebody with blue eyes in book 2. Blue eyes can be confidently associated with water, but other than that, my lips are sealed. Now, Magi as a whole, they're really just normal humans but with magic powers. And a clear distinction between them and the black magic that is forbidden is that their power is not black magic. See, when I think of black magic and the way Miles actually explains black magic is magic that you try to harness and use for harm, whereas their powers, when Magi are born, it's in their blood, it's in their genes, it's in their veins, it's part of them. They can see it through their eyes. So what they're doing is not illegal. However, it is very commonly mistaken for black magic, which causes a problem in Alvarada. Alvarada has black magic being forbidden, which means, where are the Magi? The Magi are hidden away in a very special city called nothing other than Mageye City. I love Mageye City. I really I have to keep my lips sealed because not even Rose knows much about it. But Miles is from Mageye City, so whereas Rose is from Alvarada, Miles is from another country, Mageye City. Which you guys will learn more later is that Alvarada is actually a country with another country on top of it, and that other country is very magical. Now, so Magi, they're really just normal humans, guys, but they have magic powers, and they have their own, you know, their good things and their bad things. And the villains of the novel, the Volcaniacs, are not exactly all normal humans. Now, some of them are normal humans, which kind of makes them a bit unpredictable because not even Miles knows exactly who is leading them, what's going on, who are they? Alright, now that you guys know a bit more about the world of the Magi, what can you look forward to in the future? Obviously, the actual release date is going to be a pretty exciting thing, at least I hope it is. But what do we have to look forward to before that? Like I mentioned before, starting in May, I'm going to be announcing a little bit more about it, dropping a few more hints and spoilers, maybe more formally introducing a few characters, and hopefully announcing the release date. The release date I have in mind is not 100% set in stone, which is why I'm waiting because I don't want to have to change it on you guys. However, keep a lookout for a giveaway coming on Instagram, not here on YouTube. It's going to be all on Instagram. But basically the gist of it is you guys are going to be able to guess when you think the release date is going to be. Closest guess wins $5. So definitely head on over there to keep a lookout for that. And when you see that post, it means the actual announcement is 3 days away, guys. Only 3. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to do that with you guys. Other than that, we obviously have the cover reveal. That is something else that I'm so excited for. I cannot wait to share the cover with you guys. I have the base image all set. I love my cover artist. Honestly, she's my hero at this point. I love it so much, guys. So that's another exciting thing to look forward to. And other than that, we have lots of fun little updates. I want to introduce more formally different aspects of the novel. And we also have actually my signed copies. I don't have a lot of information on that for now. However, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm definitely doing signed copies. So if you are interested in one, definitely keep a lookout for more updates coming on for that. And when I do that, actually, I might either make a video of me signing them on here or maybe doing a live over on Instagram. Either way, you guys will be involved in that signing process, so definitely stick around for that. For now, if you guys have any more questions you would like answered about the Magi, definitely feel free to comment them down below. I can't guarantee I can answer them all right now. However, if I can't, I'll put them aside and I'll do a video again closer to the release date answering some more, maybe little spoilery questions. Now, let me know in the comments also, are you interested in the Magi? Is it a story you're excited to read? Are you planning on reading it? Or do you want to know more about it before you make that decision? Either way, I would love to hear your thoughts. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. For now, have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is. Have a great day. Bye, guys.